So I'm going to show here some strange things that happened with the United States Department of Justice official Twitter account, with more precisely with the tweet that is the thread within a tweet where I posted my tweets with some very compromising information. So first off, I'm not signed in, meaning that this is public. I'm not signed in either here. So this is my account, and these are the tweets on the 9th of July this year. So 4 tweets to Department of Justice. This is to Sean Epwood, he didn't answer. Julie K. Brown, she didn't answer, and so on and so on. So 4 tweets. First is the video I sent on 7th of the 7th of July, so 2 days before I posted this. They haven't answered, and this video will show that they are very well aware that I sent this. So they receive it, and they're familiar with that, with all the information. So this is the next tweet on FBI ignoring me. All these videos, so I posted videos in these tweets. All these videos are on my YouTube channel, which is here. So if I go to videos, then it is in more friendly, human readable form. So the second was on FBI ignoring me. The third one was on European Commission. Can't explain why there was no debate, any sort of debate on Epstein, although their elite European Union countries such as Germany, Deutsche Bank scandal, then France, Jean-Luc Brunel scandal, and of course Randy Andy from Britain. So it is impossible that their intelligence didn't know about that. So they're at the top after United States, of course, where the center of the scandal was. So intelligence of mentioned European Union countries, elite European Union countries, knew everything about that, about the whole scandal. So child trafficking sex ring for 30 years. It was going on for 30 years. So there are now enough proofs that it all started in early 90s. So 30 years. And the last, I haven't finished my thoughts. So intelligence services of those, or so-called secret services of those mentioned elite European Union countries knew everything. It is impossible they didn't know that, and as it is a very well established fact that intelligence services are directly controlled by government, or governments in this case. So those governments knew everything about what's going on. So the last fourth video is on Russian embassy ignoring my email about Russian doctors from Kaluga. This is elite hospital. Everything is elite, of course. Elite hospital for eye diseases in Russia. So they have their the hospital in Serbia, in the place where I live, Novi Sad. They have the hospital where their doctors, or where Russian doctors uh, come and treat the patients. So this is some sort of cooperation, or maybe the part of that hospital belongs to that Russian hospital, I don't know. So anyways, those doctors injected something into my eye. I have undeniable proofs of that, undeniable evidence. It is so strong, these are so strong pieces of evidence that the lawyer of that hospital in Serbia didn't want to take the case, so she just ignored me. Of course, there are videos of that I recorded when she hung up on me, and of course she before that she didn't answer my emails. So what this means is that the whole thing about conflict, legendary conflict, or mythical conflict between East and West, more precisely Russia and United States, is just a myth. That's something which is maintained. That illusion is maintained to keep people in fear. So it is really strange that Russian embassy is protecting United States embassy, which is deeply involved in the case of monstrous murders of 3 members of my family. Of course, they are not directly involved. So this whole thing with the conflict between East and West is a scam. And yeah, I called here some sort of contact center of European Union or European Commission, and they didn't have explanation why there was no any sort of debate on Epstein scandal so far, and it became a major deal. So Epstein scandal became a major deal more than 2 years ago. So in July 2019, and today is what's the date? 13th of September to 2021. So more than 2 years, which means, and they are of course, as I mentioned, deeply involved. The top of European Union is deeply involved in the scandal. Okay, so I posted this to the thread, which I'm going to enter now. So the thread of Justice Department of Justice, DOJ of United States. So this is the thread, and if I want to show the whole thread, it can be seen that those tweets I posted are not at the top, but they were at the top, so this is some sort of a middle. This was at the top, and this was also right after that one, and I will show when that happened in a minute. So some rubbish tweets, blah 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 blah. It's impossible that those rubbish tweets are more important if this is obviously not ordered by this is obviously not chronological order. It's some sort of because it's 8th of July, 9th, 8th, so it's not chronological, it's some sort of most popular. Let's see. Well, maybe it's not even most popular. I don't know what's the filter here. what's the sort criteria or order criteria, but my tweets are not at the top, and it's impossible. They're more like it's more accurate to say that they're more now to the bottom than to the middle. They were at the top, so I recorded it. This is why I'm showing this, but the problem is that I haven't recorded the date when I recorded first time the position of my tweets within these threads. This is Justice Department official, their official accounts. So this is my YouTube channel, and these are two videos. This one is posted on 4th of August, and this one is posted 3 days ago. So I don't need this anymore. I need to close it because I have a small video memory.
So I'm creating it.
I don't need here this, and I don't need this. So this one is posted 3 days ago, and there is a date here. At least it was. It was here. I just hope nobody deleted that. Okay, probably it's in the beginning. At the beginning. Yeah, here's the date. So this means nothing. So it just this is just the date when it's uploaded, but this is the date when it's recorded. So it's the same date, the 9th of September this year, and this shows basically the same order. That I've just shown. So I'm doing the same what I just did. I'm showing the thread. So this is the same thing, and I showed here that it's my tweets are at the bottom, almost at the bottom. This is the rest. And this is that video within a tweet that was at the first in the row in that thread. I don't want to go into details because this is the explanation of that email of the video, and so on and so on. I don't know what's this. Anyways, so I mentioned that filtering here. So, but I wasn't able to figure out. So this is that. First video that I'm going to show right now. So I showed that video in the second video on blocking me on Twitter. Actually, not blocking me on Twitter. So as I showed here my tweets. If you go to this video, you will see that my tweets were in the same position as they are now, which I just showed. So this is the video I recorded 3 days ago. But what about the video I recorded on some undefined date? It is uploaded on the 4th of August this year, but I haven't recorded the date here, which is the problem. So this can be seen in this video. I'm now searching, locating my tweets on my account. This is my account. And I will do the same thing I just did at the beginning of this video. I will go to that thread. So just this is the thread. I just went into the thread, and actually this is the thread, the whole thread, and as it can be seen, this video was at the top. So this was around 4th, either 4th of August, or and of course there are closed captions here because audio is in English. So it was the same, almost the same ordering as now, but these tweets were at the top. So it's the same ordering as it is now. It's just that they are not buried almost at the bottom. And I showed some other tweets here. So it is impossible that in August, September, something more than a month, this changed. So some irrelevant tweets are more popular than these tweets, which are about United States government being involved in being at the top of illegal arms trade that originates in Serbia. So this is what this first tweet is about. That is the video within that tweet, and everything else, it's impossible. All the other 3 tweets, it's impossible that they are not more popular than some other tweets by those people, some irrelevant things, really not important at all. So somebody changed this in the meantime. So the only thing left here is to determine when was this recorded. So as I showed, it is uploaded on the 4th of August this year, but it doesn't mean that it's recorded at that date. So in order to do that, to determine when it is recorded, I will go to the part of this video that shows one of the tweets, the last tweets of 4 hours ago. This is posted 4 hours ago, and then if I go to tweets and replies of Justice Department and locate this, I will know exactly when this happened, because I haven't recorded the time. Okay, so I just need to see if time is recorded. No, I just showed here. some related information, but time is not recorded. So again, I'm looking for this. I already relocated, but I've already located this tweet. So it was posted on the 2nd of August, meaning that I uploaded this 2 days after I recorded it. So again, these are my tweets. I need to go up to the top to show that this is my account, and here this is my account. It's the same picture. I mean, I set background. The profile picture. My ID was foreground or profile picture. So to make sure that it's me, because according to criminal law of Serbia, if you post this, if you post someone else, if you set someone else's, if you use someone else's ID on your profile, you can go to jail. I think it's up to 2 years in prison. It's called falsifying your ID. Although it should be called false presentation or false identity. Okay, so this is my account, and I was in tweets and replies. Sorry. And this is the current thread of Department of Justice, and this is something that will show when this is posted. So it's posted. This is that infamous tweet, which will help me locate, which is now helping me locate actually determine the time when I recorded that video, because I missed recording the time. So this can be seen here. OJP, I don't know what it is. So 4 hours ago, this is the time when I was recording that. So OJP applauds the USCDA 500 good jobs challenge. Dobro. And this is retweeted post of Secretary Gina Raimondo. I don't know who she is. Challenge the good jobs challenge aims to get Americans back to work by building systems and partnership that bring together employers who have hiring, blah blah blah. Okay, let's see what upload 59 challenge, a little more, EDA, ARPA, what? Market brains, including individuals with past criminal records and re-entry participants, learn more, EDA, that leads to excuse, okay. Well, I guess that's it. So, from the 2nd of August to where my tweets were at the top of this thread, of the thread of Department of Justice. They went to almost the bottom for no obvious reason, and that again means that Department of Justice and all the other recipients, which is Attorney General Garland and the Senate, United States Senate, are aware of my email I sent, and they know very well what is going on. I mean, they know now that it's official. It was not official before. It was buried in some independent media or independent newspapers articles, but now it's public, so people saw it, and it's impossible that these irrelevant tweets are more popular. I don't know why they changed. They either changed the criteria order of the tweets within this thread, or they manipulated with the tweets somehow, so that these popped up. And I'm glad they are aware of the fact that this is now public. And of course, illegal arms trade is not the only one thing that United States government is involved. So they're at the top of that scandal, and what really shows that this is a huge scandal is the fact that their closest allies, which are Britain and Germany, wrote about that. Of course, they haven't mentioned that United States is at the top of that, but they wrote about that. And what I mentioned in this video is that even CNN branch on Balkans wrote about that, but CNN haven't touched it. None of the independent or MSM haven't touched this. And again, it's not just illegal arms trade. I found so far it was 28 cases of international organized crime, but now it's 35, and it will be more probably than 35 that originates in Serbia, and in most of them both United States government and government or of other European Union elite countries are involved. They are directly involved, or they are just pretending they don't know what's happening. But on a massive scale of those, because these are cases which are actually on a massive scale. It is impossible that they don't know. So it is impossible that Western European countries, embassies and their government don't know about that. They're just pretending nothing is happening, and of course they will now need to pay for that. They've already lost their credibility with the Epstein scandal. This will just bring them down even more. Okay, so that was all regarding the fraud of United States Department of Justice regarding my tweets. And the last thing to note is that Department of Justice is one of the most important departments of United States federal government. So not state government, but federal government. And I'm now done with this topic.